Hey everybody, it's Jesse here. I'll be lip syncing for Chess Bender. I'm gonna be trying to make things a little less boring, because he sucks.
If you're not playing the Vienna, you're making chess a lot harder than it needs to be. The core idea of Vienna is e4 pawn, and if your opponent goes to e5, you take your knight out to c3. Now if your opponent brings the knight out to f6, well, here you can play a gambit. You push your f4 pawn. Now it looks very innocent, they can take it, right? Well, if they do take it, you're gonna push your pawn. Now this knight looks funny because it has nowhere else it can go to but to go back home. And it's gonna have to go back. So if it does go back, now you take your knight out to f3, and then your opponent will try to break the center. Now what you do is you ignore everything. You just push another pawn. And they a lot of times take. And when they do that, you bring your queen right in front of your king. Here it gets very tricky for your opponent. If they don't play the right moves, they're gonna lose. I had a lot of games where they try to move their queen here so they can defend everything, and if I do take, they're going to think they can figure something out. But the problem here is you can push your knight closer to this king, and now he feels this threat because you're actually threatening this, threatening that, and a whole lot of messy stuff. So what they usually do, they come here to take this and keep everything protected. The problem is, check, and you take the queen. So that does not fix anything. Let's say your opponent goes here. Well, you can take and check. If he takes back, you're here, and you're pretty much threatening everything, and you're going to most likely win this game. Now, what if he doesn't do that? Let's say he takes his other knight out. Well, you play Vienna normal, you take your bishop out, and now your opponent will try to do the same thing. This is the copycat variation, and you're going to win a lot of games here because you can take your queen out and confuse him. Now he can try to push this here. Well, he can do that, but you can completely ignore it and take this pawn. And let's say he takes, you take back. He can take his queen out, but obviously he loses. So let's say he does that. Like everything loses in here. You win the game. Now let's say you take your knight out here. He doesn't do that. He comes here for a cheeky checkmate. Well, you can pretty much ignore it and attack him again. And now he checks you. You move your king to here. And it's safe, because now he cannot even check you because you take it. It's very important to be aware of this. This cannot leave to anywhere else. You have to be careful about this. So here, after you move here, what is he going to do? Like, go back? Well, this completely loses. I mean, you can lock him up. And if he forgets to figure something out here, let's say he attacks you. Well, see? And if he goes here, well, that's completely lost because, yeah, see? And even if the opponent plays something else, let's say they play Scandinavian. Well, I play the same thing. I still play Vienna. If they take, we take back. And, yeah, see? You can still play. I mean, you can do this. You can take or you can do this, whichever you feel like is comfortable for you. And of course, he might have a bit of advantage here, but it still doesn't change much. You can still win with this. Now, what if he goes Scandinavian? You take your knight out, and he pushes. Well, you go here. If they try to defend it, you take your other knight out to attack it. Now, let's say they try to defend it. Well, you bring your knight here. They take their other knight out. We're going to pin this. Now, if he pins it back, you can take. He will take back. And let's say you take here. Okay. See what just happened? Like, it's very hard for your opponent to figure out a way they can balance things out, have the advantage, and not lose. A lot of games you're going to win because of this. You can seriously do a lot of damage to your opponents. And even if they're playing, like, out of all the lines that I mentioned, let's say they go here, we take this out, and then he takes his knight out. Here, you can't push it, because if you do push it, he's going to sack his knight, and then let's say you take it back, he's going to do this. Voila, you're losing. So be careful, don't do it. Here you can play simple. You can push the pawn here, so this doesn't happen anymore, and your opponent can, let's say, take his bishop out. You can take your knight out here, just castles. You can castle as well. Now if he tries to simply make this structure and defend this pawn, you can pin him. Now here's where you can crack his king open. If he tries to push the pawn to make some room for his king and also ask you the question, what are you going to do? Well, you can go back. Now, if he does this, you're going to win the game because you can sack here and do this. Now if he tries to defend, well, it's done for. Because now, what is he going to do? Like, go here? Kaboom!